Hello everybody, this is Astocky back for part 2 of my build of Better Than Wolves-ish stuff. Basically I'm looking to try and build an easy way to get up there. I want to use real stairs eventually. Ah, I broke my pick! I told you this was going to happen. I did. I said horrible things will happen. Okay. See, no pick. What a way to start. Cobble. I have a stack of cobble. I hear what sounds like bones. Hope that's not a skeleton coming to say hi. It was. Okay, great. Okay, so now we're up here. Need to make sure no one gets set on fire. Going to be a floor level kiln. That's okay, I don't mind that. I'm going to put those out because otherwise they are going to burn me so badly. Okay, that's ugly. There we go. And this is still ugly, but it's much less ugly. And I'm not completely aiming for beautiful here. Not completely anyway. Okay, so that I'm hoping that's going to look alright. One Better Than Wolves Crucible. I heard a spider. See, my wall is no defense against spiders for some reason. So we climb up, we see the heat of the fire. I think I want it just there. Let's check. No, okay, that was not the correct place for it. Almost like it's not quite spinning fast enough. Maybe that is the issue. Maybe it's not spinning fast enough. Ow. Maybe it needs to be on that setting. That doesn't seem to be working any better either. I might even have to pause this video and go check the wiki and find out what I'm doing wrong. The only other thing it could be is that I might not have the heat high enough. So maybe I need to place it down one lower. Just there. Let's try that out. I totally realised I've got an axe. I've had an axe the whole time as well. Ah, there we go, look at that, working. Perfect. It's going to go really slowly though. But I don't think that should matter because I'm pretty sure this will get me now 3 iron. And if that does, I should now be able to start recycling my tools. Come on! I mean, it is quite a lot of effort to go to, and it does take quite a long time. See a little bit of iron down there. Nice. Excellent. So now, except for all my enchantments that I'm going to lose, as long as I don't break anything that's made of iron, I can pretty much remake it all. And that was the reason for throwing all of these tools in there before they broke. So now I can get rid of all these cruddy stone tools, and just as long as, like I said, I keep remembering to come back, I should be okay. And I have my nice cookie kiln there. Let's chuck them all in, and clearly I will lose all of the wood that went into making them, but I don't think that's a huge deal. Let's see what we get out of this. So we just got to wait now. Just be patient and everything will work itself out. And hopefully have no one set their hair on fire. I like to try and enclose these things as much as I can. Just to make sure that no one inadvertently burns themselves. But it seems to be working quite well. Check it out again. Yeah, look at that. Everything is just cooking down into pure iron. Hope that shovel still works. Hoping that gets me 7 back as well. Oh. My shovel. Sorry, hopefully that should get me 8 and that should get me 7. Then I'm going to make some nice iron tools. What have I got here? Feather falling, protection 1, fire protection, projectile protection. And these skeletons and things aren't going to know what hit them now. Actually that reminds me, what is the next thing I needed to do? Because making the crucible was a means. It wasn't supposed to be about me going off and making all new iron tools or anything like that. That's what it's ended up as, but that wasn't the intention. I really like iron axes too, they're so much better than stone ones. So we'll put all our placeable bricks back, put our dirt back, put our cobble back. I think cobble stairs are replaceable. Indeed they are. Sticks back in the wood area. Back where they go in the wood area. I totally have lost my train of thought of what I needed to do. Okay, I need to replicate this. Stoked cauldron. I can't even remember what I needed the stoked cauldron for now that I've got the crucible. Whatever. I now need to do basically the same. Whoa, come on! I now need to do basically the same thing again. So I'm gonna have to put an. Man, I've got like gears and I really have stuff going everywhere. This is a tangled mess. But now, see, this time I don't want to put the chest underneath, because what I want to do this time is use another device, this unfired pottery. So what we do is we place that in here, and you'll see it start to do its thing. It'll start to cook. Come on. Thought this was going to happen way quicker, but it's so small. Look at it. Okay, there we go. We now have an urn. Now I can take this urn, and maybe I will have to do it that way. Just dig this out a little. Place a torch there and put a torch there. I can now place the urn on the bottom there, and what should happen, I say should because again I've read about this and I think I'm doing it right, but I have not actually ever done it myself. So I should now be able to make sure this thing here is powered, which it is. Now if I throw... Nope. Why are you not working? Because I missed. Now, you see that I get the stuff back. Don't know how much of this it takes. There we go. It took about 8 pieces. And after doing 8 pieces, you get a soul urn. Now, that's a bit of a pain, but what a soul urn allows you to do, soul urn, there we go. What a soul urn allows you to do, so there you go, you need 8 ground netherrack, it makes 8 hellfire dust and a soul urn. But what we really want is this recipe just here. Iron ingot plus coal dust plus soul urn in a crucible gives soul forged steel. So you're basically using the souls of the people from the nether to reinforce your steel, and that's like so twisted and cool at the same time. 26 more netherrack. So I'm going to come down here. Clearly I'm going to need to grind up a lot, like way more than I already have, but that doesn't matter. Once again, start the grinding and then try and keep away from it because it's way too noisy. And I just need to run back if it rains. Pottery, need more pottery. So where's my clay blocks? You get most of the clay back, so it's not too big a waste. But I need to make it. I'm not actually sure what happens if you leave it on there any longer than that, but you can see I got back 3 out of the 4 clay balls that I put into it. I'm really only using 1 piece of clay for each unfired pottery, so it's not a bad deal. Just again, like everything in this game, take some time and you got to do it right. So once again, up to 6 now, and I have 2 of them. Oops. Now for this to work, I'm going to have to look up a recipe in a second to see how many of these urns I'm going to need. Okay, so we want to make, we want to use soul forged steel. We want to make ourselves an anvil, so I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. I currently have, well, that'll be 4. So I'm going to need 5, 6, 7. And then, I mean, you can't do anything with an anvil without having more soul forged steel. So I'm going to need a huge amount of this stuff, and like just astronomical amounts of netherrack as well. Got to get there quickly, 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 quickly. No, that's not quick. Quickly. Okay, I think, yep, excellent. I got here before my gearbox broke. I'll be honest, I didn't think I was going to make it that time. I thought for sure it was going to get the better of me. Now I think what's causing me this issue here, now I can't actually tell in the F3 menu, no, it doesn't tell me where I am. I think the reason it's raining so much is because I'm in a jungle biome. Yeah, I think that's what's causing my problem, being so close to the jungle. And I guess, you know, I had suggested to me that starting in a desert would have been a much better place, but because of hardcore buckets, deserts don't really work, because you can't just pick up a water source block and take it with you. What you can do though is start off in an area that is like a well, I guess if you can find a desert where you can find a good sized water pond, that could probably work. You have to deal with all the sand though, and that'd be a bit of a pain, having to kind of try and dig trenches and channels and things out of sand, but it could work. I mean, there's lots of things that could work that are probably better ideas than what I have done, but for now anyway. It's raining, it's night time, got one level, I'm like a level 1 nobody. Fire these last 2 up, and then I'll fire them all up, and hopefully before the end of this episode I'll get to making an anvil. I mean, that was the main reason I needed the crucible, so I can make soul forged steel, and just being able to burn the other things down is just cool. Yep, I have to be in a jungle because I just saw an ocelot run through. Okay, so what did we end up with? We ended up with 18 clay balls back. So again, not bad. Chuck these things in here, fire them up. Now, I have seen some designs that basically make use of like pistons, that when the thing's cooked they kind of push it out and then have it fall into a hopper. I've seen some really fancy ones too that use like deployers at the back that will like deploy clay and then break it and do lots of other really fancy things. But I'm not about fancy, I'm about functional, and just like those places over there, I'm going to eventually work out some way to contain all this in some kind of large cobblestone structure. I'm probably going to have to move my tree farm though. Got plenty of room over there. Should have put my water wheel over there. How are we doing? So that's 3, 1 makes 4. You know, I guess normally I get really sick of waiting for things to happen. I'm like, why does it take so long? But, you know, I find Better Than Wolves isn't like that. Some of these things, like grinding up netherrack and stuff, really does take a long time. But you've got that challenge of having to kind of manage the time to make sure you pick the right biome and make sure you're doing all the, I guess, fun things in the right places. Actually, the reason I got all this wheat was I wanted to go feed my cow so I can get some more leather. So I want to make an infinity bow. I've never ever got an infinity bow. Perfect. So, let's go feed the animals. That'll do. We'll come down here. And that should work for all of them. should be able to just... I'll make sure this is powered. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I step down. Perfect, it's popped off. Put the next one back on. Yeah, there's no better way to do that. It's popped off again. Maybe I can... Ah, excellent. So a stack of urns lying around on the ground. Okay. Perfect. 7 soul urns. Now we want to make ourselves our soul forged steel. And so we need coal dust. I can't believe it's come down to I need a grinder and it's raining again. Maybe mill. There we go. We need a millstone. You're unreplaceable. Can't count. Can't believe I just thought that 9 minus 1 is 7. Okay. Millstone. So now we absolutely need rope. Let's try 4 rope. 1 gearbox. I haven't got any axles, have I? That would. It's gonna have to do for now. It's gonna get me 2 axles. This isn't rocket surgery. We just want a really simple setup that works in the rain. So the axle has to drive into the bottom of it, which is the other reason I brought the extra gearbox. Yep, you're going to have to go, I'm afraid. Achievement getting wood, wow. Playing so many different mod packs really messes that up. Okay, so we want gearbox, axle, axle, grinder. Now the grinder spits things out at its level, so we want to now just take out that, put a little dirty wall up, and what did I want to grind up? Coal. That's really annoying. Forgot how noisy that was. Placeable, no run of wood for a stick. And I totally have to sort my inventory out again. I was doing so well and now I've just messed things up. Okay, coal. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of those, 7 of those. We need 7 iron. I think that's pretty much it. I thought for sure that would work. I wonder. If I have to do it this way. Okay, apparently the lever's decided that it is not going to turn that off. It's just going to refuse to turn it off for me. Man, I have no netherrack, no redstone either. I hate redstone. I hate the mechanics of redstone. Okay. So it doesn't even go in the right direction. Darn it, darn it, darn it. I'm gonna beat this machine. This no longer has anything to do with what I was hoping to do at the start. This is now just about not being beaten by a machine. Okay, put a block there. Put some redstone up on top of it. There we go. I beat it. Now I can't place my... Ah, yes I can. Excellent. I can still place my blocks where I want to place them. Haha, I'm the master. I can even put that on top there. Coal. That better be coal, I don't need it. Steel. Soul forged steel. We need coal dust, and you get coal dust by grinding coal in a millstone. Easy. Did it pop out? Yes, it did. Perfect. So now we just have to wait for the noise to abate from like 7 more of these. And 5 more. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to use the water there anyway. That's probably why I didn't do it in the first place. This mod's like, I'm smarter than you, and I'm like, no, I'm smarter. It may not be pretty, but it's functional. Come on. I'm getting really close to the... No! Don't... Getting really close to where I wanted this to end up. I mean, this episode's going to go, well, this pair of episodes is going to go a lot longer than I was hoping for, but I'm so close to making steel now. Give me steel. Give it to me. Oh, it's already given it to me. Okay. Turn you off because you're too noisy. Ha. Ha. Okay. 7 iron, 7 of that, and 7 of that. Here we are making something beautiful. Takes its time, but we're making something beautiful. I love that animation too, of like that molten, looks like lava in there. And there we go. One piece of soul forged steel. In fact, I think now that I think about it, not having that covered is just... it's taking advantage of ridiculous Minecraft physics. So, let's get some more cobble out. Put the redstone back. Put that and that back. Seeds. Go in there. wherever they fit. Wheat also goes in there. Wood as well. Chests must be placeable. Indeed they are. I think we're good now. We're going to need some more food soon, but for now anyway. There we go. Now there is definitely a small roof. Ow! Boots didn't help me that much. I hate to think of the size of the cracking that would have happened though if I didn't have the boots on. There's like a little fence. There we go, we have a nice little area here where we can cook stuff and we can do other stuff and things, and now the only thing we're missing is a crafting table. Missing a door too. Okay. Just feels so wrong not having a door there. Wood. I mean, clearly I don't have doors in most places, but I should. I think it was an oversight when I originally made it. Now there's lots of really hot, fiery stuff up here. So I want to keep the crafting area back a bit. I know it's a little bit in the rain, but none of that is important. What is important? Anvil. In fact, I'm going to start a whole new area now, over here. It's going to be a new building. It's going to be like the advanced crafting area. And it's going to be, well, small to start with. Bang, look at that. Now what the anvil does is it gives you a 4x4 crafting area. And basically it's just designed to allow you to make special kind of blocks that you can't make any other way. So like for example, if we were to say in here we wanted to make, I'm sure it's a sword. Yeah, if we want to make a refined sword, you see here it has to be on the anvil because it's 3 pieces of steel and a haft. And the haft is a strap, a glue and a moulding, but you need the anvil to be able to make it. The other thing you also need it for is detector blocks. So you can see you use the whole lot of them here, and you also need redstone eyes, which need lots of lapis. But these detector blocks allow you to make automatic tree farms and things like that by basically detecting the changes in the environment and reacting to them as they happen. So that's very, very cool, and I'm looking forward to playing with that over the next couple of episodes. So thank you very much for watching this pair of episodes. I'm sure you guys have seen it as 2 separate episodes over 2 nights, but unusually for me I've recorded 2 episodes at a time here. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys are still enjoying the series. Something I'd like to take comments on now is once I get to the point where I've done all of the things that I wanted to do in Better Than Wolves, because I mean, going through, having a look at them, I still have a number of secondary goals that I need to complete from a bunch of different tiers, but realistically the primary goal of the top tier was to smelt steel, which I have now done. So that basically means I have finished all of the standard gameplay elements. What I do need to do now is make block dispensers, plate armor, detector blocks, refined tools. Where's the rest of my list? I also need to have fun with pulleys and platforms, make a mob trap, make an automated tree farm, automate some filtering of drops from a mob farm, render animal products into other forms. Oh no, I did that because I made glue. Glue was a requirement. I need to experiment with the vase and the planter. And using the planter, I need to make a new kind of tree that you can make, which is like a nether tree. So those are the things that I want to tick off, and basically once I've done them all, my intention is to start playing something different, because I'm not a grand builder, so I don't want to build, you know, giant, grand, fantastic bases and things. I want to play all the elements of the mod, and then I guess kind of take a break from it until something new gets released, and then once something new gets released, I'll start playing it again. But what I would be interested in finding out is, what would you guys like to see me play? I'm looking at doing something from Minecraft. I'm thinking something along the lines of maybe the AMP pack that's part of Solitary Craft, which is Universal Electricity, because I haven't really played with Universal Electricity very much. I was also thinking, you know, maybe I could do Volts if you guys would rather see Volts than Amps, or maybe some other pack. Just let me know what you guys would like to see, or maybe if it's a big mod like this, maybe Divine RPG or something that's another single kind of mod that you're meant to play by itself, but it's a big one. So again, thank you very much for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series. Astocky out.